Well, there were a combination of things. One is that we were having some behavioral problems in school, and his teachers and psychologists or behavioralists that they brought in thought that he exhibited traits of ADHD because he would have certain avoidance behaviors when it came to certain tasks like reading or looking at things and focusing on them for a long time. So he'd drop his pencil or need to go to the restroom or something like that. And it was also affecting his grades and his work at home because he always found a reason to avoid usually events involving reading. Although he otherwise exhibited that he was above average intelligence, tests had shown that, but it wasn't being reflected in his grades. So we saw a psychologist to try to figure out what was going on. And he had this habit of kind of looking to the corner of his eyes when he watched TV, so we thought maybe there was something with his eyes. And so she suggested that we come here for vision therapy, which we'd never heard of before. We knew he didn't have an eyesight problem because he had 20/20 vision. So that's how we came. It was a combination of avoidance behaviors and reading activities at home and in school. The school thinking that he had ADHD, which we didn't see any other signs of, and just wanting to find a way to help him perform better. One, his grades have reflected his abilities. So classes where he was making C's, he's making A's in now. He doesn't complain about his eyes being tired or getting a headache from reading and things like that. And he just seems generally more focused, less of that sort of hyperactive kind of behavior that was being attributed to him. So he's much more calm and balanced and happier, frankly.
Well, like with sports and like school, I can see, well, I play baseball and basketball, so I can see the ball better, and it's not like doubling or something like that. And also in school, I can write better and I can read for longer periods of times without my head hurting.
His ability to focus visually on things, and he's an active athlete, and his primary sport is baseball, and his ability to hit the ball has increased tremendously since he's had vision therapy because he can see it better.
My grades, well, I had A's and B's before, and now I'm basically all A's.
Just overall, it's improved the quality of his life and therefore the quality of ours.
Well, it's like elevated everything, so it makes me more like energetic and like happy about getting to that stuff.
Well, one of the things that I wish I had known was the difference between eyesight and vision, and particularly how this vision problem, this congruence inconsistency, affects behavior that gives the appearance of being ADHD or some other kind of hyperactive disorder, when in fact it's just a kid trying to find a coping mechanism to avoid situations that create supreme or extreme discomfort for them. And I wish I had known that years ago. Oh, absolutely. I would, if I had a kid as a parent who was being characterized as being ADHD, I would highly recommend having them evaluated for vision problems before I considered putting them on medication for ADHD.